Ça va bien.
We meet again.
Please, let's introduce us.
Bon, hello everybody. This is Orange, Madame Orange, and Lee-Roy Zozo Gitton on the energy table. Today, the host is Orange, not me. But we're going to be talking about art, creativity, and the impact of it in 2026, and how things are changing, and what's the move, what's the feeling, what's the energy behind it. Today on the energy table.
Season 3, episode 2. Cut. Thank you for coming back into the space. I really enjoyed how you hosted the last and first season 3 premiere episode. It was just a different essence. I felt like I was presenting a different side to me. That only a certain, I call it divine masculine, or what, the trend words are out there. It's just like in for females and males, is a beautiful dynamic and chemistry to fall into softness. And for me, it's a very it's how I was raised. This is a part that I know very well, but not have been in for a long time. So it's beautiful to have season 3 showing that side to me. Thank you. On Father's Day today, you're back.
Yeah, I got a call from my daughter this morning. Hello, Papa. Happy Father's Day. It was nice, man. It was nice. But I feel like it's important to see all the different nuances, to you. So,
nuances. What would you like to know?
What would I like to know about you?
The nuances.
What would we like to know? Well, actually, so like I said, today is going to be more of a creative endeavor. And I have a feeling you kind of wear your creativity. Your creativity isn't inside, it's outside for everyone to see and to enjoy.
Yeah, I think we all do that. I see that since I've known you are a very expressive creative when it comes to the visual art. And seeing how you style yourself, it goes hand in hand. I can understand the language that we creative humans are speaking when it comes to how we represent ourselves, how we communicate, how we just a form of expression is an art form, and then you can have your music resonate with that. Your style of cooking can resonate with how you might paint a picture, or how you dress yourself, or how you will parent somebody. So I think it's a exploring your being and connecting the dots
and expressing every type of way. Like you say, creativity and or creativity, creating things, making something happen out of 2 elements or more. That's the essence of creativity. But how would you say you express that, and why do you express it that way?
How do I express it? I think the how is, I can describe how I think I express it, but you will have a very specific definition of what you are seeing and witnessing. So art, I think, is a very personal definition that serves your awareness, you for yourself and me for me. It's I have my reasons as to why I dress the way I dress. What it will do to the next person is not really up to me, but it's the intention of who I am and why I am. So I'll do it because it makes me tick, it makes me happy, it makes sense to me, it makes me connect to like-minded, also authentic, exploring, honest people, the question is, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I express myself and be fully myself? That is the question we should be putting out. Don't you?
I agree. Although I would say I feel like creativity or that energy can come out in different forms and ways to attract different things. So I feel like in your sense, it has to come out to live for you in order to live, in order for you to spread light, create conversations, be like an emblem of what you believe in and what you want to become,
Yeah, I think this is maybe in your perception, in the way that you would perceive me and recognize me. I feel like in my side, it was like it's the only way as a human for me, logically, like to have an experience and make it something in a creative form to express it is the most common sense thing for me as a child. It was very normal, I would draw and paint really like creatively, not so happy words always, but just words. I would just dress them up and make them like more bearable, more useful, and then historic, like in my personal history, in my life story, I've explored a lot of arts, and as an adult I've had to turn away from a lot, and it became more of an hobby that in during my parenting time, being very much in the house, dealing with questionable dynamic at home and stuff, and birthing and raising multiple young children without family on the same soil. It was something that had me lean on arts a lot and discover somatic practices. Just learn to dance a lot every time I felt a certain way, and I would feel better afterwards. And it didn't feel like I was lying to myself. But something that I learned coming from performing arts that didn't really acquire any finances or any space even. You just move and then you feel like this, and it reminds you of something. It was like therapy, medicating myself with creative things that I've explored in my upbringing. And it's became like a logical space for me. Like it became very logical that it's useful, and then I observed it more and interacted with it more, explored it more, and discovered that many different cultures have many different practices, and it's really making art. It's similar things, but calling it different and giving it a certain environment and but it's like everything is kind of connected, We remember things through personal experiences. If we just explore, we stay in the exploring mode, Don't define anything before it's ready to be defined. And then it's not that deep.
Just do what comes to you.
Yeah, I felt like I was just purging words. It was just came out. But yeah, art is, for me, it's like my connection to God. Reconnected with my creator, the way that I see her. But yeah, it's raising children was becoming an art form for me. Like everything is like, how can I make it a creative thing? It's be creative. And then I became a home educator because there's this attachment to creating something, and then you've got a blueprint of something, and then you have actual children. Wow, let's try. And then you just try it already and you're doing it. It's I don't know, it's a way to do life, I think. Being a creative and attaching your reality to turning, I don't want to say pain, but turning an experience into an art piece and seeing it as that unapologetically,
That's beautifully said. That is beautifully said. Yeah. See, the way I approached creativity, or understood it, was to communicate and speak, but without words. So a different type of communication. Whether it's something that needs to come out from within, or something that you want to communicate to other people, but just not using words and language, but the language you use instead It can be moving your body, dancing. It could be, it could even be the sound of that you make through your mouth, right? It could be mark making, which is drawing, painting, pushing paint on the surface, you know. But evidently, I see it as a form that's less colonized to bring the visions that comes to you and bring them out and express them out. Some forms I feel more dynamic and more instantaneous, like dancing. You can put a beat or so and you can lose yourself in the trance of it and just express whatever comes to you. Right? But in terms of art or painting or drawing or creating marks, I really feel like it's something that you have a vision. First of all, you have a feeling of.
I feel like I have a blueprint.
Blueprint, vision, huh? But you have something that comes to you. So in terms of painting or drawing, you have an image, and this image in your head or this form carries a significance, a weight, if you want to, what you want to express through it. And so you try your best to recreate that, but as you recreate it, you're never going to get it exactly right. And it's the journey through trying to convey not only the image, but the presence behind it that you felt, that you need to express.
Do you get an image before picking up the brush? Or does the image come like clear as you are midway in?
You know what? Okay, everybody's a different type of creative, right? Me personally, I get a vision. I get a feeling. It's more of like I experience life, and through this, I get something I need that's inside of me that needs to come out, and through that, I get an image in my head. I say an image, but it's more 3D. It's more the feeling taken, materializing itself, if you may, whether it's 3D or not, but making itself known inside my head. And then I put my brush to the painting.
Thank you for sharing that. I was wondering, because when I started painting again, I was wondering what is your order? Because I've seen some of your final products of what you saw. Just how do you start? You know, and how is it for you when you have a vision that you try and put on a canvas, and as you are, you know, approaching the realization of putting it onto the canvas, it's like, do you get shifts in expanding the vision into something different and then you stop and go into that direction? Or do you first finish what you had initially set yourself out to do?
Hi, you see.
How flexible are you with your calling?
I think I always see it as a seed, right? The calling is a seed. You just have to water it with the skills that you have, but it can go in any and every direction. But I feel like it's very important to still have the end goal, still understand what the roots of it is, what made you want to pursue this this painting or this thing that you are materializing, right, from a vision. And more so, it's more of a feeling inside. It can take any form, which is also why I say when people say they're painters or when people say they're draftsmen and so forth, I believe the realm of creativity doesn't just fall under one aspect, one discipline. If you're a creative, oh my goodness, learn every type of form of art, whether it's carving, whether it's etching, drawing, painting.
And it helps your main chosen art form incorporating all these, you know, understandings.
I'd say it helps you be free. and flexible in how you want to express, right? So you don't have to stay necessarily in one thing and be like, scratch your head and really know, how can I, what's the best way you can convey this feeling inside of you, right? And sometimes it's just better to in one form than the other. But essentially,
Another question. Essentially,
okay.
first you finish that.
Okay, I'll land this one. So essentially, I'd say it's very important to know why you start, right? Enjoy the path through the paint, because the beauty of painting is, as a creative, the thing we absolutely all look forward to and want to dive into is the zone. Oh my goodness, when you're connected, when you're inside that zone.
It's like a natural drug.
For all the creatives out there that know what I'm talking about,
yeah.
If you know, you know.
You don't even remember there's food in the world or water in the world.
No time,
Sleep,
no
what
food,
do you mean?
No time, no food. You don't even, the phone's ringing, okay, you leave that on the side. You're absolutely in the zone and you're going
I think the zone is responsible for a lot of fallen out families in the art. I think so.
Hold on. So let me land this one. And so once you're in the zone, that's what we look for. But through that path, once you get to a mold of roughly what you've been able to take from your head and create a physical form in the world of it, then you can start to come back and start shaping it in any way or form you want it to. Depending on what's colonizing in your head.
You know, any form of advice, generally speaking, because I value your art, which is why I will choose to listen to what you're saying. I think generally there will also be viewers and artists that will have similar
viewpoints?
No, similar techniques not techniques, but similar art forms as you, but very different ways to go about it.
Everyone's different.
And it's about being confident to appreciate someone speaking passionately about what works for them and taking from it what works for yourself and still finding yourself in, making a conclusion as to if something is useful or not. If you can afford to try something without having it program you already, like being conscious of yourself. How am I wired? Where are my insecurities? Can I open myself up somewhere without now opposing myself? But there's a lot of fine-tuning in the arts, because we come from, sorry, I know, me again. We come from a society that's just all about programming. And everyone just knows how to follow suit with something. So in your self-discovery journey, within the arts, is this coming from a lot of indoctrination and looking within the arts for another indoctrination. You know what I mean? Like to look for the next person to tell you what to do and how to do it. And we got to be wary about coming from a society like that. So when I'm just adding it to anything said on this platform should be taken as a choice to agree with or not, as a resonance. It's not a must be a reality for you. We have to support each other so we can find ways to reconnect with ourselves.
If what resonates with you resonates with you, the message is there. Not every message is for everyone.
Yeah. Just for the viewers. I didn't want to stop you from speaking, because you have a lot to teach. And I don't even know why I brought this up. But it's within the arts. It's this platform. I hope every viewer, it's really less about you, it's more about the viewers. I would like to be a platform that gives openness to authenticity, holding space for confidence without making it another form of oppression. So it's really very much the listener's responsibility as well to take in information with caution, because we are a very programmed society.